Briarwood Manor had always been a source of fascination and dread in the small town of Ravensbrook. Its looming turrets and ivy-covered walls hid a dark history, one whispered about in hushed tones around the town's taverns and cafes. For decades, the manor had stood vacant, its eerie reputation keeping even the most adventurous souls at bay. But that all changed when the invitations arrived. Every resident of Ravensbrook received an elegant envelope, its seal bearing the manor's sinister insignia, a raven in flight. The invitation, written in elegant script, requested the pleasure of their company for a grand masquerade ball at Briarwood Manor. It promised an unforgettable night, with the grand prize of a mysterious treasure for the guest who could solve the manor's age-old riddle. Curiosity overcame fear, and on the night of the masquerade, the townsfolk donned their most elaborate masks and costumes. They arrived at the manor, where an imposing butler greeted them, his eyes hidden behind a mask of a raven's beak. As the night unfolded, the grand ballroom came alive with music and laughter. But behind the festivities, an unsettling atmosphere clung to the manor's stone walls. Whispers of ghostly apparitions and vanishing guests circulated among the crowd. As the clock neared midnight, a chill swept through the room. The lights dimmed, and a voice, hollow and haunting, echoed through the hall, announcing the start of the treasure hunt. The guests, fueled by curiosity and a hint of greed, dispersed into the manor's labyrinthine corridors in search of clues. Each clue led to another, and the guests navigated through dusty libraries, dimly lit crypts, and cobweb-covered chambers. As they ventured deeper into the manor's heart, the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred. A select few began to suspect that the riddle was no ordinary puzzle but a malevolent trap set by an ancient evil bound to Briarwood Manor. The raven insignia had been a warning, not an invitation. As the night wore on, guests vanished one by one. Panic gripped those who remained, their masked faces contorted with terror. The elegant ballroom had transformed into a nightmarish tableau of screams and desperation. Amid the chaos, a masked figure emerged, shrouded in shadows, and revealed the manor's grim secret. Centuries ago, a malevolent spirit had been bound to Briarwood Manor by a curse. And the masquerade had been a ritual to feed its insatiable hunger for souls. The figure offered a grim choice to the remaining guests: solve the riddle and escape with their lives, or become eternal prisoners of the manor, their souls forever tormented. The survivors, their wits sharpened by fear, banded together to decipher the riddle. The answer lay in the manor's history, the curse's origin, and the sacrifices that had sustained the malevolent spirit for centuries. With time running out and the specter of the curse closing in, they pieced together the final clue. It revealed a hidden chamber where the cursed spirit awaited its liberation. In a climactic confrontation, they confronted the spirit, using the riddle's solution to break the curse's hold. The malevolent presence screamed in anguish as it dissipated, leaving behind an eerie silence that hung over Briarwood Manor. With the curse lifted, the survivors fled the manor, their faces pale and haunted. The grand prize had been claimed, but it was a prize tainted by the horrors they had witnessed. Briarwood Manor stood once again as a vacant, foreboding monument to a past best left undisturbed. The invitations, like whispers of a forgotten nightmare, vanished, leaving Ravensbrook with a chilling tale to pass down through the generations. In the days that followed the nightmarish masquerade at Briarwood Manor, the survivors of the cursed event struggled to return to their normal lives. The chilling memories of that dreadful evening clung to them like a relentless specter, casting long, dark shadows over their every thought. Each survivor had been profoundly changed by their ordeal, their once ordinary lives forever marked by the malevolent presence that had dwelled within the manor's walls. Sleepless nights were plagued by nightmares, and their days were haunted by the knowledge of the darkness that still lingered. Ravensbrook itself was not untouched by the horrors of that night. The townsfolk, who had initially viewed the masquerade with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism, now shunned the manor entirely. It had become a place of whispered legends, its raven insignia a symbol of dread. In the aftermath of the tragedy, a series of unsolved mysteries and unexplainable events began to unfold in Ravensbrook. Objects moved on their own, eerie apparitions were glimpsed in the windows of Briarwood Manor, and the town's once cheerful atmosphere grew heavy with an unshakable unease. The survivors, driven by a sense of responsibility and a lingering curiosity, formed an unlikely alliance. Together, they delved into the manor's history, searching for clues to the source of the curse and the malevolent spirit that had once called it home. Their investigations uncovered forgotten diaries, cryptic symbols, and tales of ancient rituals performed within the manor's walls. As they pieced together the fragments of the past, they realized that the true nature of the curse was far more sinister and complex than they had initially imagined. The survivors, armed with newfound knowledge and a deep sense of purpose, made the decision to confront the curse head-on. They believed that only by breaking the curse's hold on the manor could they hope to bring peace to Ravensbrook. With the raven insignia as their guide, they entered Briarwood Manor once more, prepared to face whatever malevolent force awaited them. The dark corridors and foreboding chambers of the manor were as chilling as they remembered. But they pressed forward, determined to unearth the truth. Their journey led them to the heart of the manor, where the cursed spirit had once been imprisoned. There, they performed a complex ritual, invoking the spirits of the past and demanding answers from the malevolent presence that had tormented them. In a final, harrowing confrontation, the survivors challenged the spirit, forcing it to reveal its true name and the source of its power. With a deafening roar, the curse was shattered, and the malevolent presence dissipated into the ether, leaving behind a profound stillness. With the curse finally broken, the survivors emerged from Briarwood Manor, their faces marked with both exhaustion and triumph. Ravensbrook, though forever changed by the events that had transpired, could at last begin the process of healing. The manor itself, once a place of unspeakable terror, was now a symbol of resilience and courage. It stood as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who had faced the darkest of nightmares and emerged victorious. As time passed, the town gradually reclaimed its sense of normalcy, and the survivors, forever bound by their shared ordeal, found solace in their newfound unity. They knew that the horrors they had faced would never be forgotten, but they were determined to ensure that they would never be repeated. The legacy of Briarwood Manor lived on, a cautionary tale of the price of curiosity and the enduring strength of the human spirit. I'm an icon, man. I'm a girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a bed.